Alright, alright, alright. Welcome to Sideboard MTG. My name's Eric, and we're about to play a deck from Strictly Better Magic the Gathering, SBMTG. We're playing Dev's deck here tonight, and this is a Mono-White Aggro. This is a budget list by Dev. I know everyone just watched the Pro Tour, and everyone's all about the Mono-White Aggro decks. Well, this is a budget version of that, so if you want to get started and then kind of move on into the other White Weenie deck, this is a really good place to get started. Online, it's going to cost you about 4 tickets. So not a very expensive deck. I hope all of you like tonight's show. If you do, don't forget to click that little thumbs up button. Give it that extra little something so more people get a chance to see it. And if you like the content in general, subscribe to the channel. And if you don't want to go spend the 4 tickets and you have a subscription to manatraders, you can rent this. There's a link in the description box for quick rents. If you want to sign up for manatraders, there's a coupon down there that will save you 15% on your first 3 months and a link to get you over to manatraders. Use the link, it helps out the channel a lot. Alright, so let's get started. What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone is well. We're getting ready to kick off some mono white here. 19 lands. I guess the first thing I need to do is we need to get into some better lands here. I mean, if we're gonna go budget, let's at least get, oh man, I've only got 18. No. Oh well. Throw that one oddball white card in. How's everyone doing tonight? Uh-oh, my monster's awake. He just went down. He just went down. Do I not have a non-foil version of this? Really? I don't have a non-foil? Aww. That's heartbreaking. Okay, so our oddball planes. This is going to be the oddball planes. We're going to trigger everyone with this one. Triggered. Alright, so, alright, so, what is going on? What are we missing here? There we go. Okay, so, this deck's pretty straightforward. Alright, we've got 25 1-drops here. 23 1-drops, because a couple of them are actually spells. And if you guys want to check out the actual deck tech, don't forget to click the little information icon up here, and it'll take you over to Dev. Dev's got a great deck tech on this this deck. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. I am going to quickly go over some of these cards, but if you want to know why some of these were chosen, why they were not chosen, things of that nature, he lists some cards that he decided not to play. A lot of cards he decided not to play based on value alone. Remember, this is a budget deck, and he was trying to get it in under 20 bucks in paper. The deck does fall in under 20 at paper, but for just a little bit more money, you could add quite a bit more to the deck. Personally, on the budget side of things, I think the one card that should have been added to the deck was a Johnny's Pridemate. I really think a Johnny's Pridemate would have worked really well in this deck as a budget option. But Dev did not go that route. We did see some people at the Pro Tour, Team Channel Fireball, LSV's deck had a Johnny's Pridemate and cards like Healer's Hulk. So I mean, they're definitely a little bit of value there, even in a card as cheap as something like a Johnny's Pridemate. But all in all, we've got a ton of 1-drops. So let's talk about those a little bit. Then we'll get into chat, see what's going on over there. We've got a lot of people over here in chat. Give me some yells. So what's up, everyone? But let's talk about these 1-drops real quick. We've got Dauntless Bodyguard. We can just make something indestructible, or we can just play it on turn 1 as a 2/1. Savannah Lions is a good card, so a 2/1 for 1 is not bad. Now, Healer's Hulk is just a 1/1, but it's going to offset the life differential 2 points every time it hits because of that life link. And then when you get down cards like Benelish, Marshall, and stuff like that, it's going to get a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger. So, that's kind of the idea there. Now, we've also got Haunted Witness, and when Haunted Witness dies, you get that 1/1 lifelink creature, which again with Venomous Marshal it could get even larger. And then moving on down, we've got on in Vanguard, which can give us those extra points of lifelink. This is actually a 2/2 as early as turn 2, so this card can actually swing as a 2/2 on 2 and gain you a life. So not bad. I mean, that's a 3-point differential right there. And then as we move on down, we've got Rustwing Falcons. Rustwing Falcon, this is a decent flyer. It does not have the lifelink. I am not as fond of Rustwing Falcon, but if you're just trying to get in, then Rustwing Falcon's pretty good. No, this is not the Pro Tour deck. This is a $20 budget deck. I am going to be covering the Pro Tour deck, and we are going to be playing the Pro Tour decks. I am going to be doing some coverage on that, and that's probably going to be coming out tomorrow as far as the gameplay goes, and then look for the actual coverage to come out tonight. I've got everything pulled up, and I just need to get everything moved over to Magic Online so that I can display the decks and everything, and we'll move on from there. So other flyers in the deck are Sky Marcher Aspirant. Now granted, Sky Marcher Aspirant's not actually going to become a flyer until much later in the game. One moment. Sky Marcher Aspirant's not going to become a flyer till much later in the game because we're not expecting to ascend that quick, but this deck can ascend very, very fast. Now, you'll notice that the deck's only running 19 lands, and that's because the premise here is to just throw down as many 1-drops as possible. I know that there's some 4 and 5 drops in here, but we'll talk about those in a minute, and they're really not 4 and 5 mana. They're really, really cheap, sometimes free. Adanto Vanguard, wonderful card here. I mean, we've seen this in absolutely every one of the mono-white lists that were at the Pro Tour. This was the one card that was the same in all of the decks. There was just 4 copies of this in every one of the decks. Wonderful card. Allows you to just keep pushing pressure. If your opponent goes to, wrap your board or something, you pay 4 life, you still got pressure there, and you can just keep going. So, Lamp is on tilt. It might be the camera. Is that better? Lamp no longer on tilt. Let's see. Anyway, so Adanto Vanguard, wonderful card. You start pairing it with things like Venomous Marshal, which just gives everything, that Anthem. Venomous Marshal is a wonderful card too. Conclave Tribunal. Now this is our removal, so it has Convoke. I mean, we can cast this as early as turn 3, and still even get in for a little bit of damage. I mean, so the card's not bad. I don't think we're going to be casting it as on turn 2. That's just really not going to happen for us. But we can cast this as early as turn 3 and still leave up a creature to attack, or 2 creatures to attack. And then we've got Venerated Loxodon here. Venerated Loxodon was an all-star during the Pro Tour this weekend. The card being able to come down for free and put 9 power for 0 mana. 9 power for 0 mana onto the battlefield sets you up for one heck of a turn the next turn. So when it enters the battlefield, you're going to put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you use to invoke it. And as long as you're tapping a white creature, you can even pay for the white mana. So you tap 5 creatures, you put 5 +1/+1 counters, and you get a 4/4. That's 9 power, guys. This card is the real deal in a deck that can abuse it, just like these mono-white decks can. Now, we do have a copy of Charge in the deck. I did not see anyone else running Charge during the Pro Tour. It's a cheap card. And it's just going to give that creatures you control get +1/+1. Personally, I really liked Pride of Conquerors. Pride of Conquerors seemed to be doing really, really well at the Pro Tour. There was even the one, was it Blessing of Light or something like that? All your creatures get +1/+1 and indestructible. So that was pretty cool. We do have Sheltering Light in the sideboard, which is target creature gains indestructible until end of turn. So we can use that to kind of help us out a little bit. We've got cards like Demotion to be able to keep our opponents from blocking. And then we've got Righteous Blow to be able to do some damage to target attacking or blocking creature. And then, of course, you know, we've got, you know, Bounty Agents here, which is a 2-mana 2/2, and you can sacrifice it to destroy something like a Lyra. That's not bad at all. And then Dawn of Hope, allowing us to go into those late games very well. I mean, you're looking at, you know, once you get to 4 mana, you're just making a dude, and then you're drawing some cards and stuff like that. It's going to be wonderful. Mentor the Meek for the exact same thing. You make a dude, you pay 1, draw a card. The one other card that I think that if you were going to grab this deck and you were going to start upgrading it, and you didn't have Make a Stand. Thank you, Tier 1 Jank. I appreciate that. Make a Stand was the card that I was talking about, the 4-mana card that that protected all of your creatures. And we actually got to see some pretty good blowouts from Andrew with his Make a Stand copies in his deck. Now, like I was saying, like if you were going to upgrade this deck at all, I think that one of the first things I would do would put a Danto Legion's Landing, Adanto the Firstborn. It's the flip card, 1 mana, creates a dude, and then by turn 3, you're looking at flipping this, having 4 mana on turn 3, and casting something like a Conclave Tribunal. Now, if you had some money, the second thing that I would add to the deck, other than Legion's Landing, Make a Stand is 3 mana. Okay. The second thing I would add to the deck, if I had the money to add to it, it would be Histories of Benalia. History of Benalia, wonderful card, and it definitely belongs in the deck. So after that, if you wanted to put in some Ajani's Pride Mates, things like that, you could definitely do that. Cut some of these 1-drops, put in a 2-drop or 2. But History of Benalia is pretty good. So yeah, mana is rough right now. I mean, pull up that card I was talking about. Make a Stand. Make a Stand. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain indestructible until end of turn. Really good card. It is legal in Standard right now. So, why Leonin Vanguard with why Leonin Vanguard with Leonin War Leader? I think Leonin War Leader costs way too much for a 19-mana deck. So, I don't know. Okay, maybe you were talking about something else. Okay. Hey, caught me live. Suave Los. What's up? All right, we're gonna take our 1 oddball planes here. We're gonna go have some fun. Let's do it. Let's go see if we can just put all the creatures down. Just dump our hand and not get run over. Think it'll happen? Think we don't get run over? You think no one's running board wipe right now? I bet everybody's. Yeah. You meant Pride Mate, not War Leader. Yeah, I 100% believe that Pride Mate probably should have made it into this deck. It's a really good budget card, and I mean, I know a lot of people are like, that card's not that great, but the card's really, really good, honestly. So the card is wonderful, and if you can get a Pride Mate going and they don't have something to stop it, then the card's just gonna run away with the game. Let's keep this hand. I mean, we can. I want a Dauntless Bodyguard on turn 1, just because I want to swing for 2 on turn 2. So, Bodyguard it is. Let's go. Bottle caps greater than runts. True or false? Ooh. Ooh. See, I like some runts. I like some bottle caps too. I think we just Rustwing and maybe we Dauntless Bodyguard here. Let's get in for 2. Like, I want to put the Rustwing Falcon down. Let's go Rustwing Falcon. And we'll play this Dauntless Bodyguard protecting the Rustwing Falcon. That might work. and then we'll pass. Alright, well, we've got 2 mana, and the opponent's going to opt here. We're swinging for 5 next turn, so that'll be alright. See if we can out-tempo this mono-blue deck. Oh, it's not mono-blue. It's Drake's. Okay, well... I mean, I can just Dauntless Bodyguard and Haunted Witness here. Really want to get rid of that Goblin Electromancer so he can't just do like serious stuff next turn, which makes me kind of want to go like just not swing with these 2 and just swing for 2. These are mana neutral because they're free to play, so I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna get in for 2 here. I know it's only 2 points of damage, but oh well. We'll protect this one. Again, these are mana neutral. They don't actually cost mana. And we'll just get rid of his Electromancer. Swing for 2. I just don't want him to have all that value, so you know. How many lands in the deck? 19 lands in the deck. So if we have an opening hand with 2 mana in it, then we're pretty much taking it. Alright, so he cast another Goblin Electromancer and Discovery. What a turn. Yeah, that's the power of Convoke. I mean, 2 mana, our board's looking pretty good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh yeah, I'm killing that. Now that he's snapped this block off, we're 100% making this attack. Put our opponent at 3. I'll hold the planes. I mean, he doesn't need to know about the planes. Steven, you're just in time, sir. The opponent opts. He pays 2 life. Is this Tormenting Voice? Op. So that's game. That's just game. Sure. Woo, look at him. He's getting in. Alright. Had to show us what he could do. Good job, opponent. Good job. Yeah. Since Logic asked, you want to know my thoughts too. Do I think there could be a decent Boggles Auras deck? If so, what colors would I preferably run? Best Boggles creature in Standard right now is Adanto Vanguard. Second best is the little unblockable guy. Third best is Champion of Flame. So that puts you somewhere in the Jeskai world. Because Boggles decks are normally like really cheap, low to the ground. I don't know if you can afford to go 3 different colors, but I would pick a 2-color deck somewhere in the Jeskai wedge. Probably white based. So that's my thoughts. You thought Fiery Cannonade was coming? Yeah, I thought something was coming. I didn't know. Baffling End looks good here. But so does, like, Charge and everything else. Righteous Blows, okay. Sheltering Light, maybe. Maybe. I mean, if he's spending, like, 2 mana spells to stop our... I think I want Mentor. I think out of everything, I just want Mentor. And I'm going to take out 2 Rustwing Falcons. I think it's the weakest card in the deck. Rustwing Falcon. Yeah. Phylactery Lich is tough to get rid of too. It is, but you do have to have an artifact, so there's some stuff that you need to have for Phylactery Lich, but I get where you come from. I like Phylactery Lich. I'll keep this hand. This hand's fine. Warlord's Fury. Oh. Alright, well, we get to go... We get to swing for 2 next turn. Assuming this lives. Let's go for it. Yes, Healer's Hawk is so much better when you have cards like Pridemate. It's still a good card because you're getting in for 1, you're gaining 1. But, yeah, Healer's Hawk is... Healer's Hawk's pretty good. Alright, so I am definitely going to play Dauntless Bodyguard here, protecting my Vanguard. And then maybe a Healer's Hawk. Like, it's Healer's Hawk or Rustwing Falcon. I don't think it really matters. I'd rather get the Lifelink Flyer down, though. And then we get to get in. I guess he doesn't snap off this block. And we get to have another really turn next turn, so we'll see what he does here. Drafted 4 Healer's Hawk during your draft last week. 2 Maniacal Rage. It was awesome. Seems good. The opponent's just definitely just going through his deck here. Hopefully he doesn't discard. There's an Arclight Phoenix. Okay, well, that happened. Does he try to get aggressive here, though? That's my question. I mean, does he swing on us? He's swinging. Wow. Alright, that's 5 damage coming our way. Definitely something to think about there. I don't want to like overexpose myself to the board, but sure, we'll protect this thing. If he's playing the list from the Pro Tour, he doesn't even have Fiery Cannonade. Alright, so this will gain us 1 point of life. So the opponent swung for 5 last turn. Now we're going to swing for 5 back. But we're actually going to gain... We gained 1 at the beginning of combat, and we're going to gain another one from hitting with a Healer Talk. So we actually negated 2 points of the opponent's swing here. So, yeah. All the 1-drops. That's what this deck is. It's tribal 1-drop. I would love to hit, you know, a Benelish Marshal or something like that off the top. That would be great. So, yeah, okay. So he's running out of attacks here. That's pretty decent. What do we not want to swing with here? What's the weakest thing? And we'll get rid of the Crackling Drake. I mean, I could get rid of the Arclight Phoenix, but I want to do more damage, so I don't want to lose my creature here. I could have, like, tapped more, but I think we're kind of okay here. I'm good with that. I am definitely good with this trade. I'll take it. The opponent is at 5. Fast turn. You was thinking, is it as well, but apparently Adanto is good, and you forgot all about him. Yeah, Adanto's really good. Adanto is really, really good. Can you even swing this turn, opponent? I didn't think so. Maybe I should have played the Adanto Vanguard first. Your turn, opponent. Your turn. White Weenie. Woo. Yes, Curious Obsession on a Adanto Vanguard is good enough for a blue-white build. 100%. Jim Davis actually won quite a bit last season. Yeah, I get putting the counters on. Like, he's just dead though. Like putting counters on Adanto Vanguard, that would have meant, you know, that was one extra blocker that he just, or one extra attacker that he couldn't block with the Drake. But I think we're okay. I really do. I think we're going to get enough damage through if he doesn't have a Fiery Cannonade here that we just win. I mean, he's going to get another Arclight Phoenix back, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's got some damage coming at us, and if he can somehow get through a couple more spells, it could be as high as 15, 16 damage this turn, but I just don't think so. Ooh, look at that. Dive down. Just gotta make it bigger. Alright, so that's 13 points of damage. And GG? I mean, you don't have a 1 mana blue or red fog, do you? Yeah. Your Phoenix deck's just a little slow there, opponent. Just by about a turn. He's about a turn slower than we are. Yeah, I think that line took the like the. You see the power of some of these plays? Like, this deck just wham, it's done. Yeah, I don't like Valduck either. I'm with you. I thought that Valduck was going to be, you know, an amazing card. Like, wow, this is going to be awesome. And then Valduck sucked. So. Oh, it's so many times that I've seen our opponents, you know, just pay for life, and it's like, don't work like that, man. That's not how it works. So, Mono-White Weenie for the win, right? Gotta have that White Weenie. White Weenie doing work. Oh, we got our planes. Full tilt. Full tilt. I'm keeping this hand. This hand looks great. Aww. Whatever. Turn 1 healers off. You love the game. You work early night. Well, understood, sir. Understood. Gotta do what you gotta do. Oh. Alright, so we can probably get out a really good turn here. Let's go with our Leonin Vanguard. We're going to play our Dauntless Bodyguard, calling Leonin Vanguard. And we'll gain a little bit of life. Like, just a couple points of life gain go a long way when you're fighting against like red decks and things like that. I mean, as of right now, we've already negated the Virashino Pyromancer. So, but take care, sir. Oh man, I'm so not looking forward to a Goblin Chain Whirler. Goblin Chain Whirler would be a nightmare. Do you fire another off? Okay, well, I mean, he definitely put a hurting on us there. So, Benevolent Marshal, swing 2 anyway. I mean, he used Lightning Strike and Wizard's Lightning, which makes me feel a lot better about Benevolent Marshal. And then, come next turn, we're looking at Sky Marcher plus 2 and 3. Damn it. Opponent, this is not nice. Alright, so land off the top, we can still do a little bit. We do need to get around these. Alright, well, that's mana neutral. Now, leaving charge up here allows me to protect my creatures from a Goblin Chain Whirler. And I think that's slightly important. I definitely think it's probably important here. As the opponent could definitely have Goblin Chain Whirler. Sword Point Diplomacy. Risk factor. Alright, so am I going to take 3? No. I'll exile Risk Factor. And then as far as Electrostatic Field goes, I think that I can deal with that. So, I'll take 3. And then we'll take another 2 here. Yeah, I think Risk Factor would have done a lot more, but we're going to take a turn off here. Ooh, Sky Marcher as well. Again, mana neutral. So, I am taking a turn off. But I do get to leave up a 4/4 blocker. And then now we're kind of hedged against Goblin Chain Whirler damage. So that'll be good. Sovereign's Bite. Yep, that's going to do some damage. He's going to gain a little bit. Risk factor. Yep, I'm going to take the 4. It's risky. Very, very risky. We can Healer's Hawk. Fire off the charge. Kill everything. Put our opponent at 6. We go back to 8. The opponent's got 1 card in hand. We're toast. Tier 1 jank. Sir. Draw all the cards, opponent. Draw all the cards. There you go. You've got a bunch of cards. What are you going to do with them? Good game. Good game. Oh, jank. He of little faith. Just dead. Mono-White Weenie coming through again. Okay, Righteous Blow. This will kill most of his stuff. Yeah, the life gain helped a lot. Charge has been wonderful in this deck. My goodness. 1 mana. This card's good. This card's really good. You like the idea of Rakdos Burn, was thinking of building it for Standard Showdown. Go look up Saffron Olive's Punisher Burn deck. There's a really good video on it. He had a lot of fun with it. I mean, they were just cues, so I mean, it's not like you know, we know like how many decks or how many games he really played or whatever. But the games he showed were a lot of fun. Honestly, looks really good as a super budget deck right alongside Mono Blue. Eh? Yeah, I think that you can win a lot of games with this deck. Or decks like this. I think that there's a couple other cards you could put in the deck to just really push it over the edge. But all in all, the sheer number of 1-drops is great. Just giving target creature indestructible is not where I want to be. Like I like the Anthem effect here. Mentor of the Meek might be decent. Bounty Agent might be decent. Baffling End's probably really good. Like, if he's got a first striker, if he gets down to Goblin Chain Whirler, we're in so much trouble. I'll take out a Conclave Tribunal for a Baffling End. I mean, we could demote a Goblin Chain Whirler. Or make our dude indestructible or something. I don't know. Let's submit like this. How does Mono Blue Tempo deal with White Weenie Aggro? It does not. Okay, so the most, the biggest weakness to Mono Blue, period, is cards like or decks like Mono Red. These are fast, aggressive aggro decks. I've always said that if you got a meta full of a lot of fast aggro decks, you don't really have a lot of options. Sleep maybe, but the problem is you're only really countering one spell per turn, where they're countering. I'm just putting the Rush Swing out because he's a little bit harder to kill. But their River's Rebuke. River's Rebuke's a little expensive for the Mono Blue aggro deck. Sleep's about as good as you're gonna get, but yeah, Mono Blue aggro just suffers to these type decks, so you know it's just, it is what it is. I'm gonna maximize the usage of my mana here and play the Adonto Vanguard this turn. Trying to play around a turn 3 Chain Whirler. The opponent may not have a Chain Whirler, but I'm trying to play around it. So, dang, already got me into 4 damage. Already. Okay, well, you got me, opponent. I'm not going to be swinging at the opponent this turn, though. The plan is to play Healer's Hawk and Venerated Loxodon. Benelush Marshal. I mean, this is not like max power for a Venerated Loxodon, but it will help. It will help a lot. Just getting our flyers up to 2/3s and our lifelinker. Opponent scoops it up. Opponent scoops it up. It's just too much. They just can't deal with the mono white aggro. We're just slinging that white weenie, just knocking them out. What Mono Blue needs is an effect like Engulf the Shore. Yeah, Aether Spouts, Engulf the Shore, something like that. That'd be great. I'm afraid though, if Mono Blue had something like that, it might be too good of a deck. Like, just flat out, just maybe too good. Whoa, phrasing. Yeah. I chose those words. Only if they have ideal draws. Small disruption will usually buy you time in the light window. In the tight window, it's a tight window. You haven't had much of an issue with the Mono Blue Tempo match, but every game feels close. Are you playing Mono Blue Tempo? Only name not taken. What a slow hand. I think I mulligan this hand. Alright, we'll keep. Sure, I'll keep that too. So we need... So we're going to draw a Venerated Loxodon. Yeah, you're the tempo player? Okay. So you've been able to kind of hold these mono-white decks back. I mean, it seems like if they're playing 2 and 3 spells a turn that you might be in some trouble, but... oh man, slinging more white weenie than a boy band member. You ain't right, Jank. I feel like if they start going wide on the board, there's not a ton you can do about it. Land of War Elves. Alright, so we might be digging into a much longer game here. Which means putting emphasis on our flyers is going to be very, very important. I'm going to play the Leonin Vanguard here with the hopes of drawing another 1-drop off the top next turn. And then we need to hit our 3rd land the turn after that. So we need 1-drop into land, and then we're good. We're good. If we don't get a 1-drop next turn, we just play a Danto. So, alright, red-green. Red-green, okay. Another Land of War Elf. Is this a Branch Walker or something? Wild Growth Walker? Alright, well, that could be a problem. That could definitely be a problem. Alright, so there's the other 1-drop I was wanting. We still need land. Alright, so let's... How does this work? So if we go Sky Marcher, Dauntless Bodyguard, Protecting Leon and Vanguard. And then we go... Like, do we even need to protect the Leon and Vanguard? Or do we want to protect the Sky Marcher? Because getting in the air is going to be great. And then next turn, we can... Vanguard... We need, like, a land, though. Man, we need a land. Alright, let's go Sky Marcher. We'll protect it with the Dauntless Bodyguard. Yeah, we need one more land. Alright, so the question is am I willing to lose my Leon and Vanguard to kill that Land of War Elf? Think so. If he puts them both in front of it, then we kill the Land of War Elf and move on. Just carry on with our day. If he puts Wild Growth Walker in front of it, then okay. The sensible block would just be block with Wild Growth Walker and move on. Alright. I offered him the option to lose his Land of War Elf. Like, if he wanted to lose it, we were more than happy to take it, but... get ready to fill out more paperwork. Oh, did the song just play? Yeah. Yeah. I bet it's... Yep, it's still on my clipboard. No! What's up, MTG? How are you? Well, we won our first 2 games, and now it looks like we're coming up against an Explore deck that's... It's going to be a little bit of a pain. Not saying we can't beat the Explore deck, but he's got a good draw here. He's got a good draw, and there's not a lot we can do about it. Yeah, this Wild Growth Walker's doing some stuff. Definitely doing some stuff. Really need to land off the top. Like we need to start coming back in a big big way. Conclave Tribunal's not bad, but it's also not exactly what we're looking for. I am going to cast it. I want to cast the Adanto, but I don't want to tap. Maybe we do. Just tap out. We're not dead here if we tap out, right? I mean, he's only got one card left in hand. So, and his top card, man, he just left Llanowar Elves on top the whole time? So, at this point, we just have to beat a Merfolk Branchwalker and a Jadelight Ranger. That might be doable. Alright, so we're to the point now where if we hit our third land, we play Benalish Marshal and tap all 5 to get a free Venerated Loxodon down. And then from there, should be able to take over this game. We're also looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 permanents. If we do hit the land, that'll be 10 permanents. We'll have the City's Blessing. And start getting in for 4 in the area every turn. Yeah, it seems good. I mean, the opponent's at 29, but we get a land off the top. Things are going to be very good. Okay, he played that Llanowar Elf he found. This deck's $4 on Magic Online. I think it's like 13 in paper. I forget what I seen it for over on. No, if you look at all the top tier decks or the decks that did well at the Pro Tour, none of them were running. None of them were running. Oh, come on. I mean, I've got to do it. We go back to 10. I mean, we're taking a very slow route, but yeah, that was still a free Venerated Loxodon. Yes. Yes, it was. We don't have our life linkers down, which kind of bothers me a little bit. Like, I wish I had a life linker. I really wish we had another land. Alpha Strike next turn. That's the plan. Oh my goodness. Multani is a 4/4. Give me another Conclave Tribunal. I don't know if he swings in on us here. This is extra life gain. And the City's Blessing. So, yeah. Alright, we'll go to 12. How much can I afford to swing here? We know we're swinging with Sky Marcher Aspirant, right? We swing with Adanto. This kills anything. Might have to pay some life. Might have to pay some life. This is our blocker. See how he wants to do it. I mean, it may just be Jadelight in front of Venerated Loxodon, which I'm okay with, because even if we lose Venerated Loxodon, he's got 5 power sitting on the board that we didn't lose. So may have to like watch the Multani as it kind of grows, but all right. So he blocks the flyer. Oh, I forgot about reach. It's like one of 4 creatures in standard that has reach. So do I just lose my Dauntless Bodyguard here? I guess so. Oh, wow. he canceled. He's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. He's like, do I just have him dead on the backswing? I'm going to keep my flyer. We didn't have to pay life, which is great. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have swung with the Sky Marcher Aspirant. That's definitely a punt to swing with that, period. Should have just swung with my four power guys. Really need one more land off the top. Oh my goodness, one more land makes a world of difference. So, we'll see what happens. Our opponent's a little short on land too, but he's playing stuff. There's an Experimental Frenzy. He gets land. Alright, so the opponent may just frenzy off on us here. Multani's getting bigger. Land, please, give me a land for the love of God. Merfolk Branchwalker. Rootbound Crag. Tell me you're putting that in the graveyard, opponent. What is wrong with you, opponent? That would have buffed Multani to a 6-power dude. I don't get it. I don't get it. This Multani's going to kill us. Like, this is the only thing I'm really worried about here. Turn 4 kills. Multani swinging? Okay. This is definitely something I can get behind. I'll take 5 from Multani right here. Alright, we take 5. Alright, Benelish Marshal. This will help some. We'll gain a little bit of extra life. Alright, so let's think about this. We swing, we swing, we kill, we kill, we kill. We kill, we kill. We know we can get through with... So I get through with Sky Marcher Aspirant. We get through with Leon and Vanguard. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18 points of damage swinging this turn. Okay, let's see what happens. I may just lose this on backswing, depending on how he does things. So we'll find out. You're starting to feel like Rush 2.0. What are you like? Just keep falling in love with bad cards? Is he double block here? Do we get 2 for this one? We'll see what happens. So I can't pay for both of these, otherwise I'm just dead. Is there any argument to not paying for either of them? Wow, he just wants to stop all of the damage. I'm gonna pay for one of them. Now we're at 5, so like we have to stop Multani, which we can give up Leon and Vanguard to stop Multani. Wayward Swordtooth. He's got the City's Blessing. Wild Growth Walker. Jake. We're dead. We're not coming out of that. Our next land was our next draw was a land. Yeah, we're not coming out of that. We just got a little bit too slow right there. I think I run it back though. Yeah, let's run it back. Stupid Multani. Oh, don't talk about him. He's not here. He's not here to defend himself. The man's off on his honeymoon. Just got married. Your favorite bad card in rotation is Spell Swindle. I know you've heard. I've heard you talk a lot about Spell Swindle. I mean, if that's my favorite bad card, or I don't even want to call it a bad card because there's normally like some situation that makes us fall in love with these bad cards. My favorite is Sunbird's Invocation, but you all knew that. I love Sunbird's Invocation. I try to put it in decks it probably doesn't belong in. Because if you untap with it, it goes like you just the deck it'll just go insane. Untapping with like a Sunbird's Invocation is great. So Madness says much love to you, Rush, if you're watching this. I'm hoping his old lady is not letting him have anything to do with Magic right now. And for those of you that heard me call his wife his old lady, then I am sorry. That's what you call a wife where I'm from, but whatever. Sarkhan's Unsealing, that's your favorite bad card? Yeah. But if you untap with it and you start casting creatures, it's awesome. If you catch somebody with a Spell Swindle and all of a sudden you mana drain them, it's awesome. I mean, Mana Drain's a good card. Spell Swindle is a good card. Whew. I don't know if we win this with this hand. I'm going to mulligan. It just seemed like too much. Ouch. Oh yeah, let's leave that on top. And then we'll go Vanguard, Haunted Witness, Venerated Loxodon. Do you just burn this opponent? I'd rather have the Lifelinker out when I cast my Venerated Loxodon. Alright, so we'll play the Vanguard here. And then next turn we can actually Conclave Tribunal something. If we need to. Yeah, alright, so next turn we Conclave Tribunal this Wild Growth Walker. Casting these 4-mana spells on turn 3. Seems good. This seems like it'll be really good just to get rid of his Wild Growth Walkers and things like that. So Rush doesn't have a white weenie. Rush isn't white. Oh my goodness, guys. The opponent just sent me a message. How did you play that with 2 mana? How'd you do that? What? 2 mana? Plockaworm? Plockaworm's actually a pretty good card. Alright, like there's multiple times that card has showed up in Standard and done some abusive stuff. Well, we get to do it again. This time we get to swing. Right? Huh? Get to swing for 3. Get a little damage in there. There were so many jokes I wanted to add to that rush thing, but... Sure, Jane. Sure you were. It was like magic and some... Right, I'm good at magic. That's how I played it. That's how we cast it for 2. If you're really good at magic, you don't worry about converted mana cost. Oh man, that would have been 6 life right there. Land off the top. Don't make me take a turn off. Don't do it. Just don't do it. He kept a Land of War Elf on top. Like that. Is that going to save him right now? No. Okay, he put it on the bottom. All right. All right. He did put it in the graveyard. This is as close as we're going to get. I mean, I could wait another turn. Maybe even get him to kill a couple of our 1/1s and have those turn into life linkers and things like that. I wanted to wait that extra turn. If we would have drawn another land and would have played the Benelush Marshal, we would have just went from there. But unfortunately, just not getting the Benelush Marshal meant that, yeah, we're in a little bit of trouble. Opponent looks like he might be in a little bit of trouble as well. I think he needs another green source to play those Jadelight Rangers trapped in his hand. So, we might get lucky here. What? Uh-oh, he put the H before the W. We're in trouble. What in the bloody pine resin is the opponent even playing? He's playing Green-Red Frenzy, man. Sword-Tooth Frenzy? Ooh, what the hell is that? Circuitous Route. Okay. Okay. I want to do it! I want to do it! I want to take another turn off! I'm going to do it. Path of Metal is a great card. There's not much of a stream delay tonight. You were pretty quick on that one, Madness. Alright. So he got rid of the Circuitous Route. We don't know any of the 5 cards he has in hand. But we know we are wanting one land off the top, one time. Come on, oh great one. Let's do this. We do get to start gaining 3 life per turn with our Healer Hawk, though. So, oh man, Rune Raider is an amazing card. I really like Rune Raider. It does. I agree with you. It does constrain deck building just a little bit. So, all right, he got a couple more lands. He got an extra green source, so we're going to start seeing those Jadelight Rangers here really soon. Ooh, we had City's Blessing. He scooped it up. Oh yeah, okay. So 2 turns from now, we're going to start dropping bombs. Some Benelush Marshal bombs. All right, well, maybe Baffling End over a Hawk. Oh, don't tell me you already run it back, opponent. You did. Dang it. Your actual favorite card is Switcheroo. Really? Why? Like, why is Switcheroo good? All right, so we're on the draw. One lander. Double Loxodon. This could be slow. Like, if we don't hit lands, this could be slow. But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try this one lander. We've got multiple drops. I'm going for it. It's gonna start out with Sky Marcher Aspirant and go from there. I don't think that I've got like the guaranteed play of Leonin Vanguard. Oh God, no! Not like this. Not like this. Like if I knew that we had another planes coming, and I would have played the Leonin Vanguard there, so we could pump that. But we don't. So, all right, there's a Wild Growth Walker. Oh, dang it! One mana. It's a 19 land deck. Sometimes you're going to have to keep a 1 land hand in a 19 land deck. What's up, Crewfix? How you doing, man? Just got finished playing some EDH and drinking. What are we running? $20 White Weenie. Man, that sounds bad. This entire video is so demonetized. Alright, so, well, I mean, he gets a land. I guess we play Leonin Vanguard here. Ooh. Vanguard. Dauntless, protecting Vanguard. And then we're just going to get into Venerated Loxodon, grow our team, get as big as possible, go as wide as possible. Yeah. No swings yet. I mean, we're just setting up for this really big, like, wide game plan. Fraying Omnipotence is the best bad card. One with nothing. Card's bad. Don't play one with nothing. So many people have tried. Circuitous Route. He's digging. Go get those gates. So, if this is a budget version of White Weenie, is White Weenie just an amazing deck right now? Like, alright, so we play Haunted Witness. We play... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're flying this turn. Unfortunately, you can't overpay. I think I did overpay because I paid a planes. So he needs to do something. He needs to do something bad. MTG celebrating 25 years of Magic by bringing you back White Weenie. Hey. This is like one of the oldest archetypes, so I mean, yeah, I'm good with that. It's back there with Mono Red, back when people were like, okay, I'm playing 20 mountains and 40 lightning bolts. Multini! Alright, Multini. Multani. So do we just set up again for like a really big swing? I mean, I'm assuming that's what we kind of have to do here, is just set up for an alpha swing. I would love to just hit Benevolent Marshal. Merfolk Branchwalker, well, he's doing stuff now. 100%, he's doing stuff. He threw the Land of War Elf in the grave. Jadelight. Oh, dang. This is getting bad. We need a Convoke spell off the top. Like, what's our math looking like here? Yeah, we need the enchantment to get rid of Multani. Multini. Yeah, that's the whole point, is to sound like that. Multini! Yeah, that's... I'm glad you get it there, James. You're a great nerd. I'm sorry, it's mean. We've gotta close this gap, so let's do it. We're gonna lose some stuff. This is gonna happen. Some things are gonna die. But it's definitely game time. It's time to get sideways and close this out. How do you want to do this, opponent? How do you want to do it? It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. But why? Math is for blockers. I didn't do the math. I did not do the math. I did not. I just turned him sideways, and I'm like, depending on how he blocks, I'm going to do other things. He wants to block the things that can give the one dude... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We still get blown out, though. Like, we don't play around anything with the current swing. We do kill Merfolk Branchwalker. No go on the Charjo. Benevolent Marshal, where are you? We just didn't have any benefit from playing Charge except for 4 extra points of damage. So, yeah. Alright, so if we swing, he blocks here and here. And we get through for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Possibly Venerated Loxodon lives. Alright. We just need him to stay away from explorer creatures long enough for us to kill him. I assume Multani eats the... Yep, there we go. Now block the Vanguard. Ooh, he's going to block there. It's a good block. I'm okay with that. Basically, the main reason I went for it, because it saved the Vanguard from dying. So now he's got 2 blockers and has to stop quite a few creatures. Don't have a Explorer. Please don't have an Explorer. Oh man, we put him at 1. Do we do that? Do we put him at 1 here? And then we lose, like, everything, but we put him at 1? Sure, whatever. Whatever. I mean, he loses a Wild Growth Walker in this exchange. Time kill? Yeah, we probably could have done that. We've got him by 13. Like, we're at 13 minutes, he's at 3 minutes, so, yeah. I mean, his blocks do not go favorable for him. He still loses a Wild Growth Walker here. And then... and he doesn't have enough blockers for next turn. He needs to produce a blocker here. That's a land. Or an explorer creature works. So he needs a blocker or an explorer creature. Get sideways. Just do it. Oh man, look at him. Look at him. Going down in flames. Oh man. And the Ninja Turtle song comes on. All right. Well, he scooped. He said need more blockers. Good game. So I was typing good game, and I told him I liked his Riggery Frenzy deck, and he scooped before I got a chance to turn things sideways. So anyway, he's been holding 1 Root Snare. God. Oh, we'd get blown away by a Root Snare. Oh, that'd be heartbreaking. Yeah. Well. What you guys think about Deb's Mono-White Weenie deck? 1-drops are free to play when you're playing Convoke. So I'm definitely going to say that, you know, Dev put a lot of emphasis on 1-drops here. And I think, like, the more you come off of that emphasis of 1-drops, you're not going to be able to have some of those early explosive plays like we did. However, you know, you're going to run out of cards pretty quick, so you really need to, like, avoid Deafening Clarions. You need to avoid stuff like that. But all in all, man, I really like this deck. Again, I think Rustwing Falcon could have been traded out for a Johnny's Pridemate. You're just giving you that opportunity to grow a little bit more. I mean, you've already got the Leon Vanguards, you've got the Healer Hawks in. I just think that Rustwing Falcon could have easily been a Johnny's Pridemate. You would have had, like, a monster of a deck, but it's already a monster. Yeah, Ritual of Soot. Like, sweepers would just murder you. When you're playing decks like this, you just pretty much you're making a meta call that people just aren't big on sweepers right now, and you're going to put them on the spot. You've got 2 sweepers in your sideboard that can possibly kill me. You better draw them. Maybe Dawn of Hope could be main board. I don't think so. I don't think so. And just because, like, main board, you want to have that linear, I want everything that is just going to kill my opponent. And then charge was wonderful. You just want to be able to like just stomp your opponent in game 1. You don't want to go into the late game. You want this to be over by turn 4 or 5. And a card like Dawn of Hope is saying that I am planning on going into, you know, turns 5, 6, 7. I'm planning on going late. And if you're going to be doing things like that, then you know you're playing a whole different game. You know. And there's going to be some game plans where you do that, where you know you increase the converted mana cost of the deck a little bit. I also think that you should probably put an island or so in the sideboard. I don't like 19 lands. I just don't. But the deck performs really well with 19 lands, so I like Dawn of Hope where it's at. It's got a spot. Like if you're coming up against, you know, like board sweepers and stuff, bring it in. Plan for that late game and just go from there. But yes, Make a Stand. We were talking about that one earlier, MTG, and it's a great card. We seen it in Andrew. What is it? Eden something Pro Tour winner. Did I say another island? Oh, my bad. A plains. Put a plains in the sideboard, like more land in the sideboard. Be able to bring this deck up to like 20. You know, when you increase the converted mana cost a little bit. Because it was actually really hard for us to play Benelish Marshall most of the time, but it's also going to make your mulligans hard running 19 lands. Thank you, Kenneth. I'm still not going to try to pronounce it. Yeah, Ellenbogen? Ellenbogen? Maybe. Anyway. Yes, landing, history, pride mate. That's it. That's at that point you're playing LSV's deck. Landing, history, pride mate, and then when you get even more money, put the Boros split lands in, which will give you some access to a couple extra cards out of the sideboard. More baffling ends in the sideboard, and just lean with it, rock with it, man. Just you know, just go from there. So. Citywide Bust worth playing? Probably not, considering like there's a good chance that you might like buff all of these creatures to the point where you're way above Citywide Bust. I mean, if you're playing it early, then sure, but if you're playing it late, then it could be as detrimental to you as just running a board Wrath, and you probably don't want that. Like if you ever get Wrath, you're pretty much just done. So. I don't know. There was a ton of footage of these decks being played at the Pro Tour, so like if you guys didn't get a chance to like see how these decks play out and stuff like that, get to see how they play out in the mirrors and stuff. Like if you want to see the mirror, just watch any of the Final Four. There was nothing but Boros aggro in Final Four. I say Boros aggro, but they were all mono white, splash red. Yeah. That's what I think. We're going to be playing some of those decks tomorrow night. I might just play LSV's because I think LSV's deck was the best one. He did mulligan to 4 in the finals on the fifth game. Although I really think he should have kept that 5 land or that 5 card hand. He only had 1 land in it, but yeah. I think you called it. Like best off when you said those cards as upgrades, Jason. You said you know, Legion's Landing, History of Benalia, and Pride Mate, and that's it. I mean, again, like add the Boros lands, give yourself some more other options in the sideboard. Being able to get into Banefire and things like that for the late game to be able to finish off your opponent is really, really good. Good reminder to never mulligan. Well, I don't like to mulligan a lot. But, I mean, you do have to go, does this hand win me the Pro Tour? And if it doesn't, then you have to take the next hand. And, you know, that's a call. You know, like, an LSV made the call, and it backfired. Right, he ran a couple of Aurelia as well. Yeah, Aurelia was actually really instrumental in these fights. LSV's decks, the entire plan of the deck is to gain a little bit of extra life and stuff like that. Yeah, I wanted a spell that said, you know, spells you control have convoke, or spells you cast have convoke. Like I wanted an enchantment that just said that, just bam, slap this enchantment out, and it needed to have convoke too. Convoke this enchantment out, and now all spells have convoke. That would have been an amazing card. Why was he mulliganing? Because he did not feel that the hand the hands that he's seen were good enough to win the Pro Tour. Like, he just didn't feel that he won those matchups with those hands. So, all right. But yeah, LSV's entire game plan was to gain a little bit of extra life, go up a little bit in cards, and or go up a little bit on size, so that all in all, his creature or his creatures would just be bigger in the long run, and it just never got there. He just never got there with it. So he had a great semifinals match with his little pin trick, but that was pretty good. That's one, if you guys didn't get a chance to go watch the semifinals, that was good. My favorite match of the Pro Tour, though, was, without a doubt, Seth Mansfield versus Kaibuda. Or Kaibuda. Yeah, whatever. It was just two legends in action. And, like, Kai is a little bit before my time in Magic. I really wasn't into competitive Magic back then, so I really wasn't like rooting for Kai or anything back in the day. But I've been a big Seth Mansfield fan for a while, and Seth just got into the Hall of Fame. He got to play a legend, and that was a wonderful game, and it was crazy. It was crazy. It was just some good stuff. Yeah, the settle was epic, Kenneth. I take it you've seen it. Like, when the opponent grabbed the token and was like trying to make blocks with the token and everything. Like, before LSV's even made the token, like, it's like, oh my god, he's really about to just get blown out by this Settle the Wreckage. And he did. And it was game. It was over. But, yeah. Well, Steven, I'm glad you're having some fun cracking some packs, and you had some fun watching me play this Mono White. Hopefully you got some good pulls out of your pack. So, yes. LSV grabbed the token for him and was like acting like he was about to make it or whatever, and then LSV set it back down. Then he reaches back over, grabs the token, flips it over like it's got like a poison counter on the back of it or whatever, and he's just like, yeah, it was good. Yeah, here you want the token? Yeah, there you go. It was good. It took. Like, we've been hearing a lot of the chess versus poker analogy lately. Like, I've heard that quite a bit lately, and it makes a really good gameplay. Like, it says a lot about Magic the Gathering. I mean, sometimes we're playing poker, sometimes we're playing chess. When you're playing chess, you have all the information, you know everything that's out there, and when you're playing poker, you're bluffing, you're making slick plays, you're trying to make your opponent think that you don't have what you have, or you're trying to make your opponent think that you have what you don't have. And, that was one of those classic points where, LSV played poker, and it was great. However, if you watch that interview with Andrew Ellenbogen, I guess I can pronounce the name right, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, if you watch the interview with Andrew Ellenbogen, he even said he's a chess player. He started playing chess in high school and stuff like that, and he's a chess player, not a poker player, and he's always thinking about the odds. And he said that 9 times out of 10, he will take the odds, instead of like playing around what he knows or doesn't know. He just takes the odds. Damn, I'm glad you're streaming. Had such a miserable day, and this is the perfect thing to cheer you up. Oh, it goes down as a DM. We're closing out, man. It was a great stream, though. You got to go back and watch it, man. We had some explosive-ass turns. It was great. Dev brought us a really good budget deck here. So, what's up, Rich? How you been, bud? Steven, you have to let me know when you pull those monstrous cards. Doom Whisperer, stuff like that, yeah. Nothing like White Weenie to cheer you up. Oh, Kenneth, you know you like it. Dun dun dun. Wow, madness. Madness with the cheerful, like the inspirational lines. Madness tells DM, tomorrow brings brighter sunlight, my man. Or darker moonlight, if that's more your thing. Both of you banned. Uh. Alright. Fair enough. Well, guys, you got anything for me? Anything we need to talk about tonight? You'll go back and check out the stream. You play White Aggro on Arena as your main. Oh, dude, then you already know how monstrous this deck is. Just hit the Nicol Bolas. Just hit a Nicol Bolas. Oh, nice. Well, good. That's a pretty good pull. So you're busting M19. Nah, nothing makes you brighter than your deck is the top deck so far this week. Oh, there you go. He's getting the votes. You mean you guys didn't downvote him? Oh, there you go. Well, we'll see what happens next week. If we get a madness deck to play, see if we play some Merfolk. It is a solid set. Everything's been really solid here lately. So, right, Walgreens 40% off all packs. FYI. What did you do? See Bad Boy MTG's his video? I seen it. I just haven't been to Walgreens. But yeah, apparently Walgreens is doing like a nationwide 40% off all Magic product. So 40% off is pretty good. I mean that's $100 worth of Magic cards for 60 bucks. It's pretty good. Go check out Path of Riches on the Reddit. A vote for Sunday, people. Shut the front door. Yeah, 40% off all Magic product. And they Walgreens sells Magic? Yeah, that part of the big box stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to get into which one's a better limited set or which one's not, but all in all. All right, guys. I'm going to start my closer. If you guys got anything else, type it in chat. I'll deal with it in a second. But if you want to help support the stream, there's a lot of ways you can do it. The links are in the description box below. You can support the stream by joining here on YouTube Gaming. You'll get the nice little green name, a little icon, and access to emojis if you want to help support the stream with Patreon. I know a lot of people like to do their support through Patreon. We do have a Patreon page if you guys want to sign up for that. We do have some Patreon decks that are going to be coming up here pretty soon. So we're going to be playing some Patreon decks. If you are a patron of $10 or more a month, you will get a deck played each month if you so choose. We do have a lot of people that just donate but don't really care if I play a deck. They just want to see more content. And you can do that as well if you want. And then if you want to play any of these decks, if you want to sign up for manatraders, make sure you use the coupon code and use my link. Like, if you use the coupon code, that's great. That saves you money. But if you use my link, you help support the stream. And I appreciate that. Yes, Veterans Day. Thank you very much, Rich. I appreciate the Veterans Day wishes. I need to... Yeah, I definitely got a couple people I need to thank for Veterans Day. So, you challenged the stream to a brew-off. Deck must contain Boneyard Parlay. Oh, man. Boneyard Parlay decks. I'm a fan of Boneyard Parlay, so I like that. We haven't done a Subscriber Sunday theme in quite some time. It's been a little while since we've done themed Subscriber Sundays, haven't it? Maybe I need to pick a deck from, or a card from the current set and say, let's brew around this and go from there. I don't know if it'd be Boneyard Parlay, but I like Boneyard Parlay. I think that's a cool card. So, what else we got? We got anything else in the wings? I am going to be preparing Pro Tour Guilds of Ravnica overview later tonight, so you guys will get that. Simplify, Chris. Simplify. Come here, Link. Come say hi to the stream. Since you're in here, you were supposed to be asleep. Why aren't you asleep? Come on. Where did it go? What do you mean, where did it go? Are you looking for the cat? Are you chasing the cat again? Come here, Curly. Come here. Come here. You ain't gonna get up here and say hi to everybody? No. Alright, well, fine. John Dinos? Come here, Link. Wanna drink my coffee? Alright, he's coming. That got him up here. I just showed him the coffee cup and he's like, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming, Dad. I'm coming. Come here. You look like you got Doritos all over your face. Stand up. No? You're not going to stand up? Look. Say hi. Say hey. Say hey. You ain't going to say hey? Yeah. Yeah? Well, say it. Say hey. Anyway, that's all I've got for tonight, guys. I'm going to go try to get this youngin' to bed. And, oh, am I streaming Deb's John Dino's deck? Yeah, I'll be streaming that. It probably will be after tomorrow. We might end up having to have a double Deb's deck or something like that if he comes out with another one between now and then. But I want to hit on these. Like, I'm pretty much dedicating tomorrow to covering like everything that happened this weekend at the Pro Tour. I know a lot of people are just going to be like, "Oh my God, why Winnie's taking over the format and stuff like that," and I don't think it's the case. So, you know, I definitely want to get my opinion out there and stuff like that. So, if you guys want to check out that meta coverage, it'll be available soon. And yeah, I'm going to be playing. I will be playing Deb's Dino deck. I said that we're going to play absolutely every Deb's deck this season. So even if I'm behind on it, I'm going to be playing it. Dimir Control. I think Dimir Control is pretty good. Rocker said you're probably going to be recording tonight after this. Are you recording or streaming? What are you doing? Smaller field and very specific. You've gotten a Bolus and a Sarkin? Nice. Alright, well, I think that's it, everyone. My name's Eric. You've been watching Sideboard MTG. We'll see you next time. Don't unmute me.